Hi friends, you welcome to Shyam Institute. So then we will discuss today's current affairs. Have a look at these headlines of the day. The first and foremost one, Khelo India University Games, National Insurance Awareness Day, Titan's Space Mission 2029, 2025 Men's FIH Hockey is a Junior Hockey Championship, NATO Summit and Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So in addition to this, then we will discuss some more points. The first and foremost one, important one, Khelo India University Games. Khelo India University Games. These are observed, they are started in India from 2020. The first event was observed in Odisha and the next one was 2022, was observed in Karnataka, and 2023 event was observed in UP, and 2024 observed in northeastern states, and then now 2025 event will be in November, that is the 5th edition. The first edition was in Odisha, second edition was in Karnataka, third edition was in UP, and fourth edition was in northeastern states, 7 states, okay. And then this time the 2025 November, the Khelo India University Games will observe in Rajasthan. This is the first time Rajasthan is hosting these games, university games. And then here generally then these Khelo India games, university games or youth games, certainly then they will ask in the examination, like whenever they announced. So try to focus on this one. They may ask where it is observed. So that is in Rajasthan. So then we will move to the next one. Yes, MSME Day 2025 is observed on June 27th in 2025. The theme for the year is enhancing the role of MSMEs as drivers of sustainable growth and innovation. So enhancing the role of MSMEs as a drivers of sustainable growth and innovation. That is the MSME Day theme for the year 2025. Generally MSMEs plays a very important role, and then recently on 26th June of 2025 under Vishwakarma program, Vishwakarma scheme introduced by the government, then the government registered 29.94 lakh people under this particular one. This Vishwakarma program or scheme introduced to facilitate or provide employment facilities to the artisans. So then for that then they have to register under the government portal, that is the Vishwakarma program. The record number of registrations then observed by the government, 29.94 lakh, approximately 30 lakhs people then registered for this one. And then MSMEs has got a very speciality in India, particularly or developing nations, then they are very special, because after agriculture in India the more employment facilities are provided through MSMEs. After agriculture, then it has occupied second position employment wise, MSMEs, micro, small and medium enterprises, and here then these MSMEs contribute 30% to the GDP and 45% to the exports. For exports they contribute 45% and 30% to the GDP. There is a context here. That is the context. So then they play a very important role as I mentioned. So this time Udyami Bharat MSME Day observed on 27th June, and then I will add one more point here for related to the MSMEs. Like these MSMEs, the structure revised in India for the year 25-26, for the budget year 25-26, the investment and turnovers, if you observe for a micro, small and medium enterprises, then they raise it like anything. For a micro enterprise, investment is 2.5 crores and the turnover should be 25 crores. Turnover should be 10 crores. Turnover should be 10 crores equal to 10 crores, or it should maintain the 10 crores. And if it is a small enterprise, MSME, micro, small and medium, is it? Medium. So small enterprise, then they should come up with a 25 crores up to investment, and here 100 crores of a turnover maximum, 100 crores. And a medium enterprise, if they come up with a 125 crores of a investment and 500 crore rupees of a turnover, they are called a medium enterprises. This is the revised classification of a Indian micro, small and medium enterprises. That is a part, very important one, that's why then I have mentioned here. Yesterday is the 27th of June, Udyami Bharat MSME Day is observed. Okay, that is the one. Moving to the next one, have a look at this one. Jahnavi Dangeti, she is from Andhra Pradesh, first Indian astronaut to join the Titan's space mission in 2029. So for Titan's space mission, she is the first astronaut. But like Titan's mission, she is the first astronaut. Shubhanshu Shukla we discuss about. He is the second Indian who reached the space, and then Shubhanshu Shukla, first person who introduced to the ISA, International Space Station, International Space Agency. Okay, now that's a part. So Rakesh Sharma is the first person who reached the space in 1984. There is a context here. So first Indian astronaut to join the Titan space mission. Then this will be observed on 2029. Then Titan space mission with the ASCON 2029 program. She is going to join the crew. So from India, that's why we discussed. And one more point, special point we have to discuss here, that is the STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics. This STEM program introduced long back in 1968 in India. The main objective of this STEM program is that encouraging women in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So then on the lines of that, if you observe the recent the new education policy introduced by the government, education policy officially introduced by the government, that is NEP, New Education Policy 2020. The government started focusing more on this STEM. So then in NEP on the lines of NEP, then they introduced a STEM portal in 2022, that is called iSTEM portal. So that is Indian Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics. So focusing on these areas, and then they introduced a portal. This portal consists of several resources to build their science, technology, engineering and mathematics knowledge. That is all about the portal. This is the portal introduced for women progress, women empowerment towards the STEM program. For all generally, then for all men and women, we have a portal called Shyam. The Shyam portal, now it is coming as a Shyam Plus portal. This is a portal where then we can have the access of all IITians lectures to the curriculum whatever we are preparing, and then those were very nicely designed, and then they provide certification as well. There's a point here. Then I'm moving to the next one. Have a look at this. The New World, 21st Century Global Order and India. The New World, 21st Century Global Order and India. This is a book written by Ram Madhav. A BJP spokesperson and RSS leader. Ram Madhav wrote this particular book, The New World, 21st Century Global Order and India. That's the one. And moving to the next one. Yes, men's FIH hockey, Federation of Indian Hockey, then which is located in New Delhi. This particular men's hockey, it is a junior championship, men's junior hockey championship for the year 2025. This is a generally biennial one, 2 years once, then they conduct this event, and this time 2025 they are going to conduct this one in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, 2 places they are going to conduct. One is Chennai, another one is Madurai, and in Chennai and Madurai they are going to conduct this particular event from 28th November to 10th December. 28th November to 10th December. 10th December Human Rights Day, you should not forget. Yeah, so till 10th December this will be conducted, 28th November to 10th December, and then this time 24 teams are going to get participate in this particular event. 24 teams first time. And 2023 event, then if you observe, so it is a biennial one. So biennial means 2 years once. 2 years once, then they conduct this particular event. In 2023 they conducted in Malaysia. In that particular event, Germany won the tournament, a championship, by defeating France. France is a runner, and the winner is Germany. That's a part. So men's hockey tournament. Moving to the next one. Yes, Dilip Dshi passed away. He is a famous cricketer, left arm bowler, left arm spinner. He belongs to Rajkot of Gujarat. Rajkot, and he was the active player during 1979 to 1983. During this period, then he has finished 33 tests and around 13 one-day internationals. He played these events. He was part of these events, 13 tests as well as 13 one-day internationals. So left arm spinner. That's a context. So he passed away. Dilip Dshi passed away. Moving to the next one, the Minister of Civil Defence. Then after 64 years, the South Korea appointed a person to this particular civil defence position. After 64 years, then it was happened earlier in 1961, and later 64 years later in 2025 they appointed first civilian defence minister, then was observed in 1961. Then present Ahn Goibak, he is the defence minister, the new defence minister after 64 years. Ahn Goibak, he is the person, and the present president of this country, Lee Jo Myong, recently appointed person. He completely changed the facet of all the ministries. That's the example of this particular minister, civil defence minister. Which country? South Korea. Moving to the next one, first international nano fertilizer facility. Then India going to get extend for Brazil. So that's the reason we said here international nano fertilizer. So this nano fert is a Brazil brand, Brazil country's organization which looks after this nano fertilizers and those nano fertilizer, nano DAP. And here IFCO is a Indian brand which was officially started in 1967, whose headquarters located at New Delhi, which looks after these nano fertilizers. IFCO stands for Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative. So Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative. It is IFCO is a Indian brand which looks after this nano fertilizer. So Brazil is the first country which has got a support to introduce nano fertilizer in their country, then with the support of India. India. That is the context here. First international nano fertilizer facility provided to Brazil. And moving to the next one, history that India ignored. History that India ignored is a book written by Prem Prakash. So then this particular book is all about the special persons who worked hard to bring a freedom to the nation. So undiscussed, unlimelighted, not limelighted, the freedom fighters, the ignored freedom fighters that are highlighted in this particular book. So they brought into the limelight with this particular book. So what is the name of the book? History that India ignored. History that India ignored is written by the Prem Prakash. And moving to the next one, NATO summit, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. North Atlantic Treaty Organization is a NATO we call. This NATO summit recently observed, 2025 summit recently observed in The Hague, Netherlands. Observed at The Hague, Netherlands, and then Netherlands, The Hague, Netherlands. During this particular summit, anyways, India is not a member in NATO. Anyways, we know that one. India is not a member. During this meeting, they discussed about 5% GDP in a defense investments. They discussed about 5% GDP in defense investment. So the allies, the member nations should invest 5% of their GDP in their defense. So that like what happens, then they get a secure provision, secure facilitation from NATO. That is a context here. NATO summit 2025, which is observed in The Hague, Netherlands. One famous international organization is there in The Hague, Netherlands. Try to comment that one, which is the famous one, international organization, which is located in The Hague, Netherlands. Try to comment that one. Moving to the next one, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The recent summit was observed in China. This is a defense ministers meeting. So then India's counterpart Rajnath Singh attended this particular meeting. And during this meeting, then he is not accepted the agreements asked by the China to sign, and he deny signing on some documents. That is a news given by the today's paper. Then he denied to sign on a few documents which highlighted the Baluchistan terrorist activities, but not Pahalgam. So then they have to highlight Baluchistan as well as Pahalgam terrorist activities, but then China ignored that Pahalgam terrorist activity, and then in that particular activity, then 26 Indians, then India lost 26 Indians, then that to tourists, 26 tourists, then India lost. So then India asked about this particular one. So then no word then you have mentioned about Pahalgam terrorist activity, and then how can we sign on this the counter terrorism activities of China on this particular documents? Then India said. So Rajnath Singh said. So like we know Pahalgam was observed on April 22nd, and then immediately then May 7th, India started an operation called Sindhu. Operation Sindhu was started on May 7th. India started Operation Sindhu on May 7th, and on June 15th, then the Nano, the Prime Minister of India visited Cyprus. Cyprus. After introducing Operation Sindhu, this is the first visit of the Prime Minister of India. The first visit, Cyprus. He visited Cyprus, and then the Prime Minister of India has got a Best Civilian Award from Cyprus. That is the common point for, there is a midpoint for Pakistan and Turkey, that Cyprus. So then this is geopolitically it's a very important right now. So India then touched that particular one. The special thing is that in 1983 Indira Gandhi was visited that particular Indira Gandhi visited that Cyprus. Later in 2002 then Atal Bihari Vajpayee was visited. After 23 years of tenure in 2025 then Nano visited this particular country. 1983 Indira Gandhi, 2002 Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and 2025 the Narendra Modi visited this particular country. This is a speciality of this nation, a special one. Here after around 19 years, here after around 23 years, okay, that's a part. So here in Shanghai Cooperation Organization, its headquarters located in Beijing, China, and the recent meeting held in China, as we discussed. And the member nations, then if you observe, in 1996 it was a group of 5 members. In 2001 Uzbekistan joined to this one. 2015 in Ufa meeting Russia joined. Russia before this joined, and the 2015 Ufa Russia meeting, in that particular meeting which was conducted in Russia, 2015 meeting, during that meeting then they asked India to get joined in SCO, and India given green signal and joined in 2017 Astana meeting, which was conducted in Astana, Kazakhstan. In that particular 2017 meeting, India and Pakistan joined as members in SCO. 2017 India and Pakistan joined as members in Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And 2021 then Iran given green signal to join, but Iran joined in Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Iran joined in 2023, and in 2024 the Belarus joined formally. Belarus formally joined. Formally joined Belarus in 2024, Iran 2023, Pakistan and India 2017. That is all about Shanghai Cooperation Organization. At present, including Belarus, 10 member nations are there. 10 nations are there in a Shanghai Cooperation Organization, whose headquarters is Beijing, China, which was officially introduced in 1996. In this 5 group, Uzbekistan joined in 2001. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yes, Arogya Andhra is a prestigious scheme introduced by the state government of Andhra Pradesh by joining hands with the support of Tata, aegis of Tata Group, Tata organization we can say, with the aegis of Tata. Then India introduced Andhra Pradesh introduced a concept called DINC. This DINC concept in India we have already, it's implementing in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Himachal Pradesh. In these states, this particular DINC, Digital Nerve Center program is conducting. Then in this particular DINC, already observed in these 3 states, this is the first time then they are going to introduce in Andhra Pradesh at Chittoor district, Kuppam. In Kuppam they are going to introduce this particular one. Out of this program, as a DINC, as I mentioned, a digital, which is a digital nerve center program. Under this particular one, 11 PHCs, primary health centers, and in Kuppam I am talking about 11 PHCs are tied with this particular DINC, joined with DINC, and 2 urban public health centers that joined with this particular one, DINC. So what they do in general, like DANC, as I mentioned, digital nerve center, which pools the all information of that particular district at one place, and whenever they want that particular information they can access that information, which works like a database, like then if you observe this DANC, for example, one patient reached one PHC, if a particular patient reached PHC, then he diagnosed with some thyroid, for example, example. So then the doctor prescribed some medicine, and then the government provided some medicine to that particular person, and then that particular person asked to check up after 6 months. Then this particular person has to reach the hospital then after 6 months. By the time he was not available in that city, so then he was there in some other area. So then with this particular DANC facility, this particular person after 6 months or 1 year, he can reach near PHC, and then he can, by giving the username and password, in the first case, in the first sense, first time then they provided with the username and password. If this particular person then shares that particular username and password with the PHC whenever he reaches that hospital, immediately that particular data whatever incorporated in the list of this particular person is presented on the screen, and like based on that, the new tablets, the new medicine, then whatever the doctor can suggest, and then new diagnosis or new tests are required, then they can prescribe. So then this particular data is centrally accessible. Even though they went to the private hospital, then it will be accessible, it will be then available in that particular one. That is the facility of DINC, digital nerve center. So which is going to introduce in first time in Andhra Pradesh, Chittoor, Kuppam district, Chittoor district, Kuppam Mandal. That is the context here. These services are available in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Himachal Pradesh. Now these facilities are available. So Andhra Pradesh is the next state which introduced this particular facility. That is the context. So Arogya Andhra. So then simply then you can remember this particular one. They introduced in the chief minister's constituency. They introduced this one in chief minister's constituency. Kuppam is a constituency of Nara Chandrababu Naidu. So then we can easily remember. First they introduced Arogya Andhra in which district? Chittoor district, Kuppam. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yes, National Insurance Awareness Day. National Insurance Awareness Day is observed on June 28th every year. So then everyone knows that insurance is for social security. Then we don't know, we never know, we don't know what is going to happen in the next minute. So then to facilitate to ourselves and to the family, generally then this insurance facility is available everywhere. India adopted this insurance facility from England. So anyways then we were ruled by the Britishers, then from them then we have learned this particular insurance mechanism. But like for us it was long back, then long back is 14th 15th century only, then we used insurance facility while using this ships trade and those trading with the ships, then we were used that. But in a modern mechanism, then we have adopted this particular one from England. That is the context. So then the government of India, to create awareness about the insurance, because then insurance not only for us, for our family, for our inherits, the person then who inherit from us, then they may get benefit in the long run. So small amount if you save now for insure for us, simply then it may facilitate us when we are not able to earn or not in a position to move forward. That is the context, that is the advantage with this particular insurance facility. And here like National Insurance Awareness Day is officially announced by the government on June 28th. In India, if you observe, a total we have 57 insurance companies. Out of those 57, 24 insurance companies are life insurance companies and 33 insurance companies are general insurance companies. 33 general insurance companies and 24 life insurance companies. all these insurance companies works under or comes under IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, whose headquarters located in Hyderabad and which was officially started in 1999. At present IRDAI, then Debashish Panda recently retired. That particular position is vacant. IRDA chairman Debashish Panda recently retired. Then that position is vacant from since then 3 months. Yeah, so then with the recommendations of the Malhotra committee, this particular this IRDA was introduced in 1999. With the recommendations of Malhotra committee, this IRDA was introduced. There is a context. So June 28th observed as what? National Insurance Awareness Day. There is a context. So then we will move to the next one. These are the current affairs for the day. Then try to answer for each and every comment that I have mentioned. So then Mark Rutte, he is the head of which of the following, which organization? Mark Rutte is the 14th president or head of the one organization. Try to name that particular organization. 2 questions only then I have asked this time. So try to answer this, then we will meet in the tomorrow session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.